Amen. So, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 23. You got it? Say amen. We can work now. I'm ready to work. Yes, go. Read.
And the very God of peace sanctify you wholly. And I pray, God, your whole spirit,
and soul,
and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
So now Paul is praying for the total man, the whole man. He's praying for the spirit, he's praying for the soul, and he's praying for the body. Amen. Amen. Also, the mind, spirit, and soul, mind and spirit. Amen. Possess a soul and live in a body. So it is your spirit that has been designed to function in the supernatural. It is your spirit that God has designed to function in the supernatural. Where we born, you notice. It is your spirit that God has created to function in the supernatural. It is your spirit, not your body. Your body was made for here, the natural world, the physical world. Your spirit is made for God to function in the supernatural world of God. Adam, before Adam sinned, Adam was functioning in the supernatural. He said, Pastor, how do you know? Because there was no time. In the supernatural, there's no time. In the supernatural, there's no age. In the supernatural, there's no sickness. Even when Adam fell, God said, the day that you eat of this tree, the day that you shall surely die. Now we understand that God was not talking about a physical death, but God is talking about a spiritual death. Means being connected from the supernatural. And many of us, amen, has already what? We die. Not physical, but spiritual, where we are disconnected from God. Disconnect from God is death. It is a spiritual death. When you are no longer attached to your maker. You are you die. You die. Amen. Tell two people today, say, my situation will change before this year ends. Hallelujah. I'm talking to folks who believe God, who's willing to step out of the box, is willing to move every limitation of the mind and connect to God. Before this year come to an end. That situation that I'm dealing with today, it'll be no more.
Hallelujah.
It will be no more. See, in the supernatural, you declare what God declare is done. And you speak it in the earth realm. Let me take you some word. Let me get the scripture. I gotta get the word in you. If I preach it, you ain't gonna get it. So I gotta teach it. Okay. When you don't understand the supernatural, you are still big. No offense. When we don't understand the supernatural, we are babes.
Amen.
We are babe in Christ.
Amen.
When we don't understand the supernatural, we are babes in Christ. So, okay, let's go to the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 1 through 4. The book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 1 through 4. Now, anytime you don't understand the supernatural, you are still what? Babes. Nothing wrong with being babes, because we all have to start somewhere.
I know that's right.
Amen. None of us walk before we creep. Amen.
Amen.
If you always say amen.
What is it, Galatians?
Yes. Chapter 4 and verse 1. If I would say amen. Go and read.
Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child,
Somebody say babe.
babe,
See, as long as the heir is a child,
he's no different than a
he is no different than a what?
servant.
Servant.
Though he be Lord of all,
Though he be Lord means ownership. Though he owns all, but he's no different than a servant.
but is under tutors and governors
But is under teachers
until the time appointed of the
until the time appointed. So there is an appointed time.
Amen. Even so we,
Even so
when we were children,
when we were children,
were in bondage under the elements of the world.
we was in bondage under the elements of the world. And all of us.
Amen.
Amen.
But,
Amen. Read.
but when the fullness of the time was come,
But when the fullness of time has come,
God sent forth his Son,
God sent forth his Son,
made of a woman, made under the law,
made under the law,
to redeem them that were under the law,
to redeem them that was under the law.
that we might receive the adoption of sons.
Now you hear what I say? Now that we may receive the adoption of sons. See, God doesn't want you to stay a babe. Nothing wrong with you starting up a babe, but you cannot be 6, 7, 8, 10 years a babe. You're not going forward because a babe doesn't know how to operate by faith. The babe doesn't understand, neither know how to function on the supernatural level that's above this physical level. Babes were complaining through crisis.
Yes, yes.
So a babe, how do we describe a babe? We doesn't describe a son by how long he was saved. Have nothing to do with sonship. Because many people have been saved for a long time, but they're still babe.
Amen. That's the truth.
Still babe. Still function, still crying, still complaining about everything. And everything's a problem.
Amen.
Can't pray right. Always have issue with everybody, including themselves.
My God.
Now, when you have issue with yourself, then you need help. You definitely need help. And so obey. Never excel. Because they're always complaining. They're always